San Marcos is one of the fastest growing cities in San Diego right now. What was once a small country town has now turned into something much larger due to the construction of the Palomar College. Because of this, new buildings are constantly being built and old ones constantly being demolished. But right in the middle of all this ongoing change lies a row of buildings straight out of the 60s. This is Restaurant Row. Once a booming tourist destination, now lies a sad reminder of the past. All the buildings on the street now sit vacant, waiting demolition in shells of their former selves. In this video, I took a trip to Restaurant Row, showing you it one last time. The first building I entered was the Old California Mining Co. People would go here to dine in a California Gold Rush themed setting. This place shut down 2 months ago and the power was still on. The next spot I checked out was Landon's Gourmet Kitchen. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a way inside, but I looked in the window and it looked pretty normal, not too exciting or anything. The next building was the old IHOP. It was the last business open in Restaurant Row, but was sadly shutting down right as I went. Since the building was freshly abandoned, it was super easy to get in, and all the electricity was still on. It's crazy to think probably only in a couple months this building will be full of graffiti, squatters, and rats. The next building I made my way to was the China Walkery. Katsu Sushi was also in this building, and you could get in that one, but some ladies were giving me weird looks, so I just kept walking. We're filming. The old lady looked super nice and happy, but those two women looked pissed off. After that, I went to a couple different buildings, but none of them were accessible. There were some pretty obvious squatter signs in some of the locked up buildings, meaning there probably was a way in, I just couldn't see it. This is a project application from the city of San Marcos saying they're going to tear down all of Restaurant Row. This building was already beginning to deteriorate. It was pretty sad seeing all the closing restaurant signs. The last building I checked out to wrap up the video was the old San Marcos Brewery. This was the first place to shut down in Restaurant Row all the way back in 2021 due to COVID. I've explored this place 3 times now, but this was the most destroyed I've ever seen it. This was the first place to shut down in Restaurant Row, and will probably also be the first to be knocked down. And that was Restaurant Row, the abandoned ghost town right in the middle of a major city in San Diego. All these buildings will soon be demolished in way for a new park. If you're watching this video and have been to Restaurant Row before, what's your best memory? Leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe, ring the bell button, do all that. If you're interested in any of the locations featured in my videos, I'm down to trade spots. But to get a spot, you have to give me a spot. That's just how it works.